Alright guys, so we are back here for Chapter 5 on Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Peak of Combat. Yeah, so as you guys saw on the last video, we were actually not able to get past this part, beating the Suttung enemy not once but 3 times in this event. Now, prior to getting back on, I did do a lot of grinding on different events and scenarios to get myself up to par to be able to handle the 3 Suttung bosses. Even though they're not bosses, they would be what I call kind of like mini bosses because they are pretty tanky. I will upload the video of what it took me to get my guys up to par to be able to handle this within the 3-minute duration. Again, when we go into this battle, as you guys remember, Suttung has a very strong shield that you have to deteriorate, which almost gives him double life. So having a good combat strategy on this, I found to be super important. Plus, simply, I just had to stop with the main mission and grind at all the other stuff to get my guys, up to par again. In total, I think it took me almost about an hour of grinding various different events to get my weapons skills, and then just all the extra cards and ways to raise your die to get myself up to be able to handle these 3 Sutungs. As you can see, I know I'm on the 3rd one with a little over a minute left. And Dante just making fast work of it. I actually did get a epic weapon for Dante, which has actually helped out quite a bit. My rolls that I've got for weapons have not been that great, so I have been using just the standard weapon for Dante and a couple of the other guys. Luckily, with yesterday's grind and today's grind combined, I was finally able to get up to par to beat this. So, as you can see, make fast work of that last Devil Fire, and we get that. Now, we still have very minimal time left before we go in and see Roger. So I still need to grind because I'd like to be, have a little bit more time. So how are things over at the guild? Don't worry. Yep, log mode, because they're having their little love session moment. So I was like, why not? Yeah, here, tell me how it is. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Tell me how you want it, how you really, really want it. But tell me more about Loki, and that's who we're going to go into, which is kind of funny. Here in a minute we're going to see Loki, and if you guys have noticed with all the NPCs on here, they talk but they don't have no sound. Yes, I added a little bubble. Look at that little incognito close-up, gotta be ready for the camera. But you guys are going to see here in the video coming up that we actually get into this building right here. And from there, we're going to meet up with Loki, Locke, whichever way they may say his name, I don't know. But I kind of found it funny, because as you guys can see, let's see if we can get into it. This is the only part. Okay, well, no, you guys don't get to see it just yet. We'll go ahead and take care of this Hell Vanguard pretty fast. Remember, the Hell Vanguard can summon other people, so it's really good that you just kind of fastly get rid of him. I just put a Virgil on him so that I could take care of the other 2 floaters on there, and while that AoE is taking care of him and bringing him down, I can still take care of this fallen fire. Still having a really hard time trying to get a good lineup, because I will tell you the lineup that I have right now is not the best for augmenting your major skills to go off and getting that attack bonus. And what I mean by that is, as you notice, Dante right there has a blue sphere that's glowing. So if you were to bring him in here, he would activate a skill cert right away with a bonus attack, which is a pretty big stack. It's almost like if you play Final Fantasy and you're getting that ultimate move gauge up, or ATB, attack base gauge. I forget what it's actually called, but that's basically what it is. And being able to use kind of what is called a mini. Oh, no thinking. Okay, here we go, guys. So who hit me in the air? Tonight will be Loki.
Nice place you got here.
Now, it's kind of funny because on this part is the only part that you actually get to hear an NPC talk, which I thought was kind of funny. But, yep, unique red coat, this is who we've been looking for. You must be Dante, I am low-key, and I'm requiring your assistance. Go figure, that's good. Because I also need yours. Everybody always needs something. Dante ever request for you. And as you see, he will later on request that we help his daughter, because his daughter's been abducted. Everybody's always abducted. Everybody always needs help in the DMC franchise, it seems like. There's a madame in the shipyard. He took my daughter. A madman, my man. Madman. Saying so. Why is he mad? Yes, his name is Frank, and he is my brother. Which is kind of funny what Dante says here. You know, brother, I happen to have a great relationship with mine. Then you must be very lucky. Sorry for lives, you know. The tragedy from a few years ago drove Frank mad. He put all the blame on himself. Finally, leave it to me. I need your help. Me to find the snowfield seal. Seal? I didn't expect to hear that. Well, peekaboo. So, do we have a deal? Well, you don't really have a choice, boy. Yeah, I bet I'll do anything to save Faye. I think that's what they're gonna say. So, again, I had to take quite a bit extra time to even get to this point because with the tankier bosses that they're having, and then having more bosses within that time frame, because as we saw in my last video, that if you do not kill these guys within the allotted time frame, you do have to start that portion over. So I didn't really want that to happen other than the one time that it happened on our last video. Again, if you want to see what I had to do to kind of get my guys up to par to move on with Chapter 5, I will post that full video. It's not very interesting because it is like 15 minutes long. And I did have to cut that short and stuff too. But there was quite a bit of stuff that I had to do to get ready for this Chapter 5, which I have actually not finished yet, but I have grinded through. Like I said, this game so far has really just kind of amazed myself in content-wise of how much stuff you have to do, and not really giving you a moment of being bored and saying, why, there's nothing I can do, because in my long video that I will post on my YouTube page, you will see that there is events that you can only do once a day. There's events you can do 4 times a day, and there's events that you can do unlimited. And the great things with those unlimited events, they all give rewards, which is kind of crazy, because if you ultimately think about it, you could get your account up to par pretty fast without having to spend a lick of anything. I mean, if you're that dedicated, because the grinding does take a little while. There is, you know, on some of the events, there is what if you will see a button called sweep, where if you beat it already, you can hit the sweep button and it'll automatically do that level for you. Not all the events have that, but I have been noticing that some of them do have that. Also, with doing the slot machine and getting leveled up with there, I have been able to get better cards, so I would recommend that you get your level up so you can get better cards through the slot machine, which significantly helps your team out. So we'll get rid of them. We'll go over to this box right here, which will allow us through the door. And you know, you would think it'd be real easy, but just like any other DMC game, it's onto another level, onto another fight. So Chapter 5 works, the Siege Workshop. So, and it automatically gets you right back into another fight. And at this point, I was kind of tired out. I did finish the what was this guy's name called? Oh yeah, the Hellbreed. I didn't have too much hard time on it. With it being able to spawn, Hellbreed summons Hell Pride to battle and inflict damage with poisonous damage. Now, poison damage usually is a damage over time DOT damage, meaning that it'll inflict it automatically, and as soon as that happens, you will slowly lose health. I didn't really see that being a huge issue with my gameplay going through here. and I really didn't even see the poison damage whatsoever, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. Now again, guys, we are playing in normal. When we do start doing hard mode, which we'll head to void over there for that, you may see this DOT damage from this guy quite a bit. Now Hellry does respawn quite a bit. Be aware that, oh yes, our favorite player, Sutung, does come out on here. I made it a top priority to get rid of him as fast as I could, only for the simple fact that, you know, he does have that shield, and he does not go down in health at all until you get it down. The other guys that were around really didn't do too much damage to me, such as the Devil Choirs. So I was able to kind of, how do you say, focus on Sutung, and as soon as I did that, I went after Hellraid, which, if you notice here, Hellraid does kind of do an AoE attack, but it really didn't damage me for nothing. So I got rid of the main boss before I even got rid of Sutung, which is kind of funny because you would think that you would get rid of the other guys before the main guy, but that wasn't the case here. But this is just part of Chapter 5. We'll be posting the rest of Chapter 5